Yo, what is up? Happy New Year. Oh, let's blur it out. Is that better? I don't even know. Well, either way, Happy New Year. Welcome in 2026. You're in Eric's land. And today's actually Eric's birthday. So if you guys have her on social media, make sure you go and tell her happy birthday. Um, I'm excited. I kind of put some thought into it. I know you guys were asking the other day, what do I want my New Year's resolution to be? Well, oh wait, hold on. For 2026, I think I'm going to do whatever it takes. I'm going to try my hardest to get some land. I was going to say the bad word, but I'm trying to be family friendly. MF, if you're like, what bad word would he be using? What bad word could he possibly say? I was going to be with the MF. I want to share just pictures with you. These photos that I took. So, with why I want to. Oh man, is it right here? Oh no, back one. These are some pictures I took, and that way you guys can understand why I want some land. I want some land. Well, because yesterday we were walking, Erica and I, with the kids. I walked with Evan first, and I think that's when it really hit me. I really wanted to. I don't know. I like being out there. Oh wait, hold on. Oh my gosh. No, not these pictures. Don't worry, we'll get there. Yeah, I like being out there and just watching my kids being able to play. I kind of talked about it in a blog I wrote about. I sat down and I actually collectively put my thoughts together, but it's just fun being out there and the kids not having to be in on their tablets or whatever. And yeah, that's what I like. That's the RV park. But this was something that I really did like. Erica ended up getting this book gifted to her. Hold on, give me 1 second. Hey, honey. Erica. Yeah, so she got this book gifted to her. Sorry, I had to tell my son to please stop screaming. And it unlocked. So look, so that I've been walking back here for about 3 months now, and I just walked it as a trail. I never really paid attention to anything. Well, now that she got this book, it's like open a whole new door. I can't even explain it. Like you start looking at the plants and you're like, oh wow, like that's not just some random plant that's growing. You kind of start to learn, and I think that's actually pretty dope to know what's growing. Like for instance, this right here, these little berries. You got to be careful with these. We didn't want to try them, but they're either food or poison. So we didn't roll the dice on that. But we couldn't figure out really how to tell if it was or not. Kids found like this pile of dirt. I thought that was pretty dope. And they're just playing on it. Yeah, all of it was cool. Just playing in the trees. And again, to me, especially when I see him just watching TV all day, it's kind of sad to watch, honestly. So, but this was really cool. And as a photographer, honestly, for me, it's really dope to be able to go out there and just take pictures of them playing and have these memories kind of stored in my hard drives. I don't know if I'll ever remember the. And then that was really after a hard day's work, just chilling there. So, but yeah, we had a pretty chill New Year's Eve. We went and we got to play. I played Uno with kind of our community that we have here. I didn't know I was gonna be that good, but I wasn't. I was actually. I ended up winning. Um, and then after that, I don't know. I think it was like maybe 10 o'clock. Erica and I every New Year's we like to watch like some sort of like motivational type videos before we go to sleep, so that the next day we wake up super motivated. I mean, I have this habit, and that's kind of why I do like playing this game. Is I have this habit of always trying to anticipate my opponent's move, and I don't have. And my opponent is just like, I don't even know. Like, I don't even know if I should be using the word opponent, but if I make a move, I want to know what the universe's next move is going to be. So cause and effect, right? If I do this, that's pretty much what this game is. If I put this piece here, it's going to make you either do X, Y, or Z. And if you do one of those three, I've already anticipated. So that makes it to where my next move is going to be. And that's kind of how I do things. Well, anyways, I say that because, you know, I'm kind of, I guess, what would I don't want to say struggling with, but that's happening right now. You know, I'm thinking about that. And I thought I logged into this. What the hell? So, yes, I am paying attention to those things, and holy moly, it does take up a lot of bandwidth, honestly. And all right. It takes up a lot of bandwidth, and yeah, I mean, it's been draining me a little bit, like as far as like uh here we go. I have to log in. That's so weird. Am I even live streaming on my channel? Hi, yeah, 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 yeah. Oh yeah, by the way, I did this new video today, and I'm gonna start learning how to do like these little animation things for it. I'm actually pretty excited. I think obviously today was just kind of trying to test out how it's gonna work, but in the future, oh yeah, I am live. All right, so in the future, I think it's going to be really fun and exciting. It's going to help with my videos to make it more personal, to make it more me. So that's exciting. I think, yeah, I will say it is out of my control, like what I can do for 2026, like as far as like, you know, I said getting the land. But I know one thing that is in my control. What is this? Oh. What is in my control is the ability to constantly, you know, I don't want to say like create content. It's because when I think that's another thing too, for anybody out there trying to make stuff. Whenever you, I think, why is this all jacked up? Hold on, give me a sec. All right, we're back. I think the way that you word things matters. So when I say things like me trying to be a content creator, or you know what I mean, it feels like it makes it feel like like what you would expect a content creator to be, right? So I'm making money straight up off of your content and stuff like that. And so I think one of the things that I, you know, because I had my cousin on here the other day, and he was kind of just giving me some like, which I know it didn't work. I was trying to figure out how to fix that. I know y'all couldn't hear him or anything like that, so I can't even tell you, like, go back and watch it. But I really do think that because I've been doing this for 8 years now, if I would have maybe changed my perspective or my mindset just a little bit, you know what I mean? Just a little bit. I think I would have done things a lot different. On how is this not locked? Yeah, I would have changed. It would have changed my perspective on how I do things. And don't tell me this is already jacked, or do I gotta tighten the tension on it? Yeah, and I wouldn't have fallen off if I would have just said, "Hey, dude, you're just making stuff that you find interesting, that you think is cool. You're just sharing your life." You know, I probably would have kept at it. instead of how am I gonna make that new video make 1 million views? And yeah, that was not a good idea. I think this is what this is. Yeah, I probably have to tighten it up here. I don't know. So I know I got a little squirrel moment there, got a little distracted. But today I know I'm an hour early on the live stream, and that's because I am going to take my wife out for her birthday. And so I figured, you know what, I'll show up an hour early, and then I'll do an hour over the time that I normally do, and then you guys get like an extra 30 minutes. I normally do about an hour and 30 minutes. And I don't know, I thought that was a good little trade-off there. The one video that I really wanted to share with y'all today that I think just hit hard for me. Wait, what, did I watch it on this one? No, I think I watched it on the other channel. Damn. Yeah, I did. I did. I got another channel profile. I don't even know what it was called. Oh, I wanted to share with y'all. Well, anyways, it was just a video that I've seen. I'm sure you've seen it before too. It's a video with Jim Carrey, and he's just talking to just a ocean of new people freshly graduating from college, and he kind of just gives his experience of like, you know, what his life was. And I think the one thing that really stood out to me is because, again, he's a very successful person too. Again, we would say he's successful. He might not say that. You know, he might say something different. But one of the things that he says is that really stood out to me is that he wishes that he could let everybody in the world just have one day of fame and riches so that they could find out that that thing that they're chasing is not the end all be all. Like you get it and then you're just like, oh yes, I did it, I made it, I'm fine, I can chill now. No, because now he says when he did that, he starts to struggle with what the real struggle is knowing who he is, his identity. And I kind of found that interesting, you know? And so that led me to just be like, you know what? Then for 2026, I think I want to focus more on identity. I truly think that I accidentally stumbled on that. I made a website, and the only reason why I made a website, to be honest with you, was because I wanted to test how to have traffic go from one location to my location. And I wanted to learn how to do that. And I would say I've been doing a pretty good job of that, honestly. But I to the point where I'm just like, okay, this is not even that challenging. And now, like I said, I did that on accident. And so because I've already put in so much work into doing this, I'll even pull it up here. I'll pull it up in the sense of that, one, I'll show you what I mean. You know, I'm averaging about, or I don't know, so far, I don't even think this thing's 30 days old. It's might be. Yeah, it probably is. Yeah, it is. 'Cause I did this in November, and I kind of just didn't do anything with it. And then I started building it. So, which is crazy because you got to understand this. Like, 5,030 days on a website. I don't even think I do that on YouTube, to be honest with you. Let me check. How would I even do that? Let's go to analytics. Okay, well maybe I'm wrong. I guess I do. In the last 30 days, I had 11,900 views obviously, I mean, maybe it's not obvious, but mostly shorts. But you have to understand, you have an algorithm that's pushing my content. So for me to be able to do 5,000 on a website, I'm just learning how to do this. I did. I made this one little blog right here called Hello World. I did that because it's a programming thing, and it kind of was called that already. And I kind of actually wanted to run with that. And then I did this blog, which is called Unassisted Birth. And it really that's probably doing all the heavy lifting for the website of how I'm, my wife and I are able to generate traffic. And I did. I honestly wrote with no intention of, because I was like, no one's going to come onto my website. I'm just going to write whatever the hell I want to write. I'm going to write the way I want to write. I was wrong. I was completely wrong. And I was wrong in a good way, though. And so now I'm actually starting to enjoy doing this. I am. I'm writing like it is. And that's something I want to do this year is write, have this, the Eric's journals, and just keep creating it and making this thing, making the website cooler. I bought an app today because, like I told you guys, I do want to start making more artwork. So I already set it up so that that's something that can happen. As far as music goes, which actually no, I'm gonna call it that. As far as music goes, I want to work on that as well. That's something that and then same thing with films. I have a couple films that I did in here. My first ever actual, like, I tried to put something together, script writing, and then kind of what it is today. So yeah, no, a lot of happy accidents happen in 2025 that I'm really, really excited about. And yeah, so back to what I was saying, I'm watching that Jim Carrey video, and he kind of talks about that, and I personally think that it would, how do I word this? It would suck because you have to understand, I'll be honest. Okay. I'll be honest. I'll say this. It's a little embarrassing, but I'll just come out and say it. Sometimes how would I word this? I can be unpleasant to be around when I am trying to create in the past. All right. And the reason why I'm saying that in the past is because as a creator in the past, I would really get frustrated because I was not creating from a place of I want to tell my story. I was creating from a place of I want to be Mr. Hotshot on the internet. I want to be, looking at like people like, I will, Casey Neistat, Peter McKinnon, Logan Paul, David Dobrik, even MrBeast. And I'm just like, dude, how is it that those guys, I was entitled. That's actually that's another thing. I had entitlement. I was just like, dude, those guys didn't do like the things that I did. I joined the army. It was entitlement. It's kind of sad to say, but I would look at those guys and be like, how is it that they're just doing it so easy all day, day in, day out, day in, day out? And so I did. I started getting frustrated with trying to make a video this commodity. I started getting frustrated with my inability that I could come up with ideas all day, but then I would just tell myself, no, that's not going to get a lot of views. No, that's not going to get a lot of views. And then I would work weeks on videos, contents. I spoke about this before where I get monetized on, X or Twitter. I get monetized on TikTok. I get monetized on Twitch. I get monetized. I think that's it that I know of. Yeah, I think those three. Yeah. And, and I did. I grinded. I worked hard. I was being angry towards my family, like my wife. And you know what I'm saying? I'd lock myself away. And again, I'm just thinking about how it was the last 8 years and just feeling frustrated. And I don't want the next 8 years to be like that. So today or this year for 2026. I think it's gonna be like like, oh man, there's a word that Wayne Dyer uses. I forgot what it's called. Let's see, Wayne Dyer, something pivot. I think pivot. Wayne Dyer pivot. Oh, what is it called? It's like a golly. It's like this word that he uses too, and we need to know what it is. Let's ask. I actually another thing I did too was I changed from. I'm gonna try Grok this year. Let's go to Grok. Let's get a new one going. What is that saying that Wayne Dyer talks about? I think it's paradigm shift or something like that. Is it? So yeah, it is. It's a paradigm shift. So when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. So I'm having a paradigm shift where I'm not looking at, chasing this thing anymore. I don't even know if I don't even want to say attracting, because I'm not even trying to attract it. I just want to be in a state of being, just making stuff. Again, there are some things that have also happened here recently too. With people that I've had coming into the live stream that I used to feel like shit, I suck. I'm not, but then somebody comes into my live stream and is like blown away by the amount of, uh, I guess, just the way that, you know, everything that I have, all the accolades that I'm getting and everything like that. And here I am just, oh man, I can't do this. So that's what I want to change. But let's read this real quick. This is one of his most iconic and widely shared ideas. It emphasizes the power of perception and perspective, because that shifting how you view a situation, person, or challenge can completely transform your experience of it. It's all about a change in mindset rather than waiting for external circumstances to shift first. Dyer often tied this to concepts like intention, letting go of ego, which we just said that, which is like entitlement, and moving towards a more meaningful life. He even had a book and film called The Shift. Yeah, that's where I learned it from, was that book or from that movie about going from ambition to purpose. He also used something called, I might need to watch that movie again. He also used something called the excuses be gone paradigm. I never heard of that. In his later work, a structured way to question and drop limiting beliefs / excuses. I also have that, which aligns with the ideas of fundamentally changing your inner paradigm or world view. So if paradigm shift rang a bell, it's likely because this quote captures that exact essence, a profound internal shift in how you see reality that then changes what reality feels like to you. It's a simple but incredibly powerful reminder that helped millions reframe their lives. If this doesn't quite match what you had in mind, feel free to give me more details. No, this is exactly what I was talking about. This is exactly what I was saying. And it is true. I got asked a couple days ago, what happened? Why did you stop? If you were on this trajectory and you were rolling and you had put all the effort, what happened? Well, what happened was that, and I did. That question still sits with me. I want to address it. I think what happened was I allowed myself to be somebody that I wasn't in order to attract anybody, just to get asses in seats, asses in seats, asses in seats. And then I started to struggle with just facing who me was. I know this is actually going to be I think this is the deepest thing I've ever done on a live stream. So I started to struggle with just facing the man in the mirror, like that Michael Jackson song, right? I was like, dude, I was getting tired of wearing this mask I was getting tired of being this person that, and I'll be honest with you, I'm a human being. I'm multidimensional. I mean, at no point was I being fake by any means, but I don't always want to be high energy. I don't always want to be, no. Some other things that I was doing too was, behaving and acting in ways that I personally was trying to like get away from, and I just did it. Yo, what up, Maddie? Goofy Goober, laugh my ass off. Didn't wait to read the. Wait, laugh my. No, it's okay. Don't worry, dude. I'm talking about 2026. I'm talking about how, I guess what I did. That's what happened. So I'll just recap you real quick. I was just saying that like every year before on New Year's Eve for the last I don't even know how long, which I think June or July, Erica and I will have been together for 10 years. But what I was saying is that we always watch like motivational stuff to get us ready to start the New Year's. And I was just talking about that. I was watching this Jim Carrey thing, and I mean, it hit me. I was kind of just addressing what happened a little bit, which if you want to ask, you can. But, I was live streaming a lot last year. And then at the beginning of this year, I was still going. And then I think around March, maybe April, I just popped smoke. You know what I mean? Yeah. What's the tea? What's the tea? That's the tea. The tea is that, and I did, dude. It was one of those things where I love doing this. I really, really love doing this. It's fun to me. It's cool. Not pop smoke, dude. I did. Tell him, Maddie. Tell him how I pop smoke. I just disappeared. I Houdini'd. And I guess I was just looking for an excuse, and I did have a surgery, and I think maybe I did use that a little bit as an excuse. But dude, there wasn't a day that I wasn't thinking about how can I come back? What can I do? What would I do different? And you and I talked about this already too, Maddie. We, even you were like, dude, I could kind of see it at the end that you were just like done. And I was, and it's more so it was like a my bad thing. I don't know. I was just doing a bunch of, there was some stuff that I was doing that wasn't what I wanted to do. I know we talked about that. Sometimes I thought about you too. If that helped, I was sad, laughed my ass off. Well, dude, yeah. And I don't want to do that again. This time I truly want to go ahead, focus on, because I did a lot of hard work, and I don't want that to stop pretty much. This year, and that's the thing too, like, it's like the weirdest thing to explain. I don't know if you know what I'm saying here, but like when I was streaming before, I felt like I genuinely had to fucking try. Like I did. I had to like pull it out. And one of the things that was making it hard for me to show up to be honest, was like, I just thought that, like how is it that I have to do that? Like, I just have to show up and like, yeah, I do know that I have to have structure, and that's fine, but I should be able to just show up and kind of just be myself. And just but no, dude, I was like, at the end I was just like, dude, I don't want to do that. I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to. And that was it, dude. That was yeah, dude. And then actually, and I like joking around. I like being funny, and like that's like my thing to do. But I'm telling you, like, I was like, fuck, how do I make myself funnier? Or how do I put myself in positions where I could use that, like, and I was just like, dude, fuck, I'm forcing it. And then I was just done, dude. I don't know. That was like, as soon as I would sign off and just leave the live stream, already, dude, I never, ever, ever sat down and said, oh man, that was like, let me talk about some of the things that I really liked about my live stream. I was already freaking out about tomorrow and what am I going to do? How am I going to put myself in a position where I can, I don't know, just be in that zone of like just joking around and just trying to be funny. And so this time I I'm gonna tell you, it's probably gonna be. I'm not gonna do it on purpose, but one of the things is, I don't know. I don't want to be like rude and say I don't give a fuck, but I am. I'm just gonna show up, and I guess if I'm like today, I'm not. I'm as of right now, dude. It's just kind of been like this, like deep shit. It's not like really funny stuff. But sometimes, I need that. I need to let that out. I also would, dude. I would also, if there was ever, and here was one of the reasons why I would always be like, all right, I'm gonna get off, because it was like I just couldn't handle the silence. I couldn't handle the silence. I was just like, oh shit, like if I'm not saying anything, and if like a couple minutes goes by and I'm not saying anything, then I fucking suck. You know what I mean? So just stuff like that. I love that. Thank you, Maddie. I appreciate that. And I think I want to be a little bit more comfortable about being myself. And that's actually crazy, because right there, what I just said, that's what I meant. Because earlier I was talking about always feeling like I had to be very performative, and you know what I mean. But like, dude, I'm not like that when I hang out with my wife, and sometimes I would be like, damn, like, because I don't know, you're married, so you might like relate, but I'm sure that there's probably times when you're hanging out with your husband and you guys are hanging out, and all it needs to be is just being in the same room together, right? Like he could probably be doing his thing, you're probably doing your thing, and it's still, they're still like, that's, I don't know how to explain it, but that still feels like quality time, which that is real. But for whatever reason, because I have this thing pointed at me, I always felt like I had to, I had to be saying something. I was almost like afraid of the silence, I guess. So that was another big thing that like burnt me out, I guess. But this year, I'm not doing that. This year, I don't want to do that. This year, I just want to talk about life. I just want to see what happens if I stick to this. You know what I mean? It is hard, but I do like it. I like this because I'm starting over, and I like because I still sometimes feel that stuff creeping in of like, oh man, like this isn't performing well, or if I would just go back to my old accounts or all that. But I don't know. The reason why I kind of don't use some of my old accounts, because I just I felt like I built on lies. So this new thing that I'm doing. I'm gonna build it on honesty and truth, and just see what happens. Like, you know what I mean? Like sometimes I'm just gonna sit here and not say shit. Well, I'm not like for like 30 minutes or whatever, but like, I mean, when I come on live stream, I usually only have like one or two, maybe three tops ideas, and I'm just trying to see how long I can milk that for. You know what I mean? But this time around, and I think the thing is too that I started studying other creators as well, and I would just be like, yo, they're fine with just chilling there and be like, oh, let me answer. That was another thing too. Sometimes people would text me and I would be looking at my phone, and I'm like, what a complete rude ass. You are on your phone and people are trying to hang out. You know what I mean? But I'm going to fix those things. I'm going to fix that. I think that was all kind of like my inside brain doing that. And I don't know if you're in here for this, but I pretty much said that I'm going to switch to Grok for artificial intelligence. I'm going to try it out for 1 year. I paid for 1 year. I'm going to try it out. When I first tried it, it wasn't that great. So then I went to ChatGPT, and now I'm hearing that this might be the ChatGPT ender of all end AI. So I'm gonna try it for a year, see what I think. I do like it. I think one of the things I would say that I really like about Grok is the fact that look, like let's say I'll do this, right? I'm gonna copy this exact prompt, and then let's paste it. And let me see if it's gonna do what I think it's gonna do, which it is. I can tell by my bar. All right. One of the things that I'm not a big fan of ChatGPT is that, and again, it could just be a me thing, But I think it tries too hard sometimes, which sometimes I do like it, and I think that's going to be something I'm going to have to get used to with Grok. But look at this, okay? Look at this prompt. I gave the same prompt. Look how quick I get the answers. Where on ChatGPT, I'm getting a lot of fluff, you know. And then this is not even like that big of a deal because usually what ends up happening too, like if you say something, Chat sometimes kind of desensitizes you to like people hyping you up. It was nice in the beginning. Now I'm just like, all right, dude, you don't have to fucking tell me every time I do something that I'm doing a good job or whatever. Just give me the answers. You know what I mean? Again, I guess it just depends on the person. But me personally, I don't like how long this is. Um, I mean, let's compare. Yeah, no, it is. It's way longer. It is way longer. But I do like how it does break some of these things down. Most famous Wayne Dyer quote: "When you change the way you look at things, the things okay, closely related. Your yeah. I don't know. It's very. I think it's because it's very bullet point, you know, and that maybe that's probably why it's so wordy. I don't know. I just feel like, and then another thing too, it's this weird feeling that I get with ChatGPT where it does this. If you want, I can help you turn this into a short form clip, write a journal reflection, or it's just like, no, dude, I just wanted the answer. You don't have to keep trying to get me to use you. I don't know if anybody out there uses any AI models or anything like that. You know, let me know if that kind of bothers you or not, or am I just being too critical? Um, and don't get me wrong, look, it does it right down here, but I don't know why, but it's just it's nice to see that it's just like, yeah, it's just right there, you know, and you can click on it too. So if I did want to go down the rabbit hole, I could. You see here, you don't have that option. I got to highlight, copy, paste, and then do that. Where here, I could just do, let's just click whoever the fuck this is. And then let's see what happens. I will say this though, I don't know if I'm tripping here, but it's supposedly ChatGPT is supposed to be faster, or no, I think Grok's supposed to be faster, but I've not been experiencing that. I am listening at work. Sorry, I'm not chatting anymore. No, it's all good. Wait, you're at work? You should already be off work though. Why are you working late? What happened? Are you have a big order that you're doing or something? I know you say you can't chat, but no, yeah, you should already be off work. You should be cooking dinner, I thought, by now. Today's Erica's birthday, by the way. I said that. So today, that's why I'm an hour early because today's Erica's birthday. So, you know, that's how committed I'm going to be to this. I asked her, you know, hey, I'm just going to show up an hour early and I'll get off an hour early. So I'll get off around 7-ish, maybe 6:45. I got 37 minutes in right now, but yeah, no, I thought you were, I thought you should have already been off of work. That's weird. Oh, on good news though, check this out. Actually, your boy got his name. So on X, I'm at Eric Diaz. I got that. That's me, dude. Is that not legit? That is legit, dude. So I'm at Eric Diaz. So I'm pretty excited about that. You know, so again, even here, actually, I just forgot that was my. Oh, I forgot. Maddie, I know you're working, but I kind of want to ask you a question. Do you feel like you should have a banner? Your banner should be the same banner, all the same throughout all social medias, or should you have different ones? I kind of feel like you should have them all consistently the same, but the picture should be different if you want, depending on where you're at. But anyhow, yeah, that was kind of what New Year's looked like for me. I can't tell you. It's probably been, gosh, 7 years, maybe 6 years. Cause I know it was before Evan was born. I don't stay up till midnight. I don't. Why do I want to stay up till midnight and then start the New Year day off tired? No, I don't want to do that. Waking up late. So I usually just go to sleep and be like, oh man, I can't wake up. Or I usually go to bed around like, I don't know, like 10 o'clock at the latest. And then I say, oh man, I can't wait to wake up tomorrow and then start the new year off right. So, you know, that's usually how I partake and do my New Year's celebration. But no, I'm really excited. Like I said, I'm excited, and I'm gonna make this year's storyline. Trying to see if I can get some land. Probably not gonna happen. I know that, but still, you know what I mean. Just think about the stories. If every year I say that and I miss it and miss it, and then when I finally do get it, dude, that's going to be so epic. It's going to be so epic. But that's not the only thing I'm going to be doing. Like I said before, I want to work. I've been using MetaQuest or Meta 3s, and I've been hanging out in those. And I personally think that the app is good. Like when you go to Horizon, I'll show you what Horizon looks like if you don't know what I'm talking about. Horizon Meta. Let's see if yeah, it is right here. It is cool. It is cool. I will say it's not like terrible. It's not terrible by no means. It is. It's pretty nice. Wait. Step into a universe of connection and play. Download. Does it not have pictures? I might have to go to. Well, first of all, one of the things that I'm kind of going to be critical about is I don't like the avatars. Honestly, I think the avatars are just, I don't know. It's like they're trying to be Fortnite or something. That's kind of one thing I don't like. Available on iOS. Wait, you can download this. Let's see. Let me see if we can get images going here. Yeah, I mean, look at this picture right here, dude. This literally says, "Oh yeah, we pretty much just copied fucking Fortnite." I don't like that. I really don't. And I know this is what it used to look like, and they've come a long way from that to now it looks like that. Let's see. Let's see if they can show you. They have feet now, by the way. So let me see if there's a different well, first of all, I've never even seen this land. I've never seen that. It looks more like where is it? How do they not have a picture of it? Let's maybe Meta Horizon land? Or maybe I should type in world. Well, first of all, like I said, some of these I haven't even. Oh no, see that's the old one. See right here, I'm telling myself not to freak out, but I'm not gonna freak out. Old me would have freaked out. Would have been like, dude, come on. All right, you fucked it up. Next story. Dude, they don't have. Maybe I should type in middle. Horizon World. Horizon World Meta. They don't have. That is crazy. So how am I going to explain this to people who don't know? Well, I guess this kind of looks like it right here. Yeah, this is actually it right there in the background. It looks cool. It looks like you're like in this cloud city off of Star Wars and everything like that. But oh, actually, I bet you could probably find it on YouTube. Yeah, this is kind of more accurate too. They also they really do have cool stuff. You guys know I like Casey Neistat. Like I'm a big fan of Casey Neistat. He decided to, I guess, render his room, and you can kind of walk in there, and it's dope. If you're a Casey Neistat fan and you grew up watching Casey, or when that was kind of the YouTube land was kind of like Casey Neistat type of content. It was dope to be able to go in there because it felt like a museum. You just felt like, and I did love that feeling. That is a feeling that I probably should have wrote down. I really like going into Casey's room and just saying, "Oh wow, like this is what it's like to be on this. It's a set. That's what it's like to be on this set. I thought that was so cool. Just because you can kind of, I don't know, you kind of actually get. I actually started to feel like some of the inspiration, and I was just there virtually just to see kind of how everything is. You can kind of look at the details of things, but it's just a room. You just go in there, you can hang out, and you can look at everything, and that's it. There's no games, there's no hidden Easter eggs, none of that stuff. You just get to kind of walk around and be like, wow, this is the room that I was watching this person create so many videos with. So I thought that was cool. But like I said, one of the things that I feel, I don't know if I could ever, I don't know. Erica's just, like Erica just said, yo, if you had a whole bunch of money, if you won the lottery, what would you do? I would try to make this thing actually cool. Because right now, that's another thing when you go into Horizon. I get it's a new piece of technology, but it's usually used by younger people. There's not a lot of people my age in there, at least not that I've noticed. Well, I guess there's a certain time. I guess you probably have to go on because I did see that some people say they wait till their kids go to sleep. But if you go in the daytime, you're just gonna have these little kids come up to you and they're just gonna say, "Hey, man, 6'7", 6'7", 6'7", and they just keep saying that. I'm like, what? Like, I don't give a shit. Whatever your favorite number is, 6 or 7, just beat it. I'm trying to, like, you know what I mean? I'm trying to look around and see what this place is because I think it's really cool. But yeah, I am going to start kind of really talking about a lot of this stuff because I find this fascinating. I will say, I know I was trying to extort. Tyler was in here the other day, and I know I was trying to extort him for for Apple Vision Pros. But yeah, it's funny because that didn't work. Hold on, Maddie. I'm gonna. You're not. I'm gonna send you something. Rababum bum. Rapapum. I do wish. Oh man, I wonder if I should start using Discord all over again. I don't know. I know Jeff was in there and he said Merry Christmas to all of us. Get the crew back together, you know what I mean? Ugh. Decisions. The thing is, I'm starting off what I always do, and what I always do is like I get super excited, and right now I'm like, all right, dude, I'm gonna fucking go in on all these social medias. And yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm excited because I got my name as a handle on X. I think that's pretty fucking cool. And then, yeah, I've already been on this Facebook shit. Like, I really have. Which everyone's calling me a grandpa, but I'm gonna tell you something. It's because of the metaverse that I'm back on, dude. It's because of the metaverse. I really, really don't want to feel like, oops, I shoulda. You know what I mean? So that's why that's what pretty much kind of got me to come back. Oh no, I made a piece of content today. It's got about 577 views. No engagement. It got me 1 follower. God, I gotta figure out how to get better at doing some of that stuff. Hey, today again, if there's any chiropractors out there that for real, I got this thing on my shoulder. If they really could, I don't know, I'll do a shout out for your company on my 1 viewer and my 300 and something followers on Facebook. Dude, I'm talking about this. Honestly, I'm being serious. Chinese. Yeah, dude, I honestly think this is what I need. Where's he? Oh my God, dude.
This is a tradition.
I'm thinking I might need this. Let me make sure that I can hear it.
Chinese spinal therapy used to relieve pressure on the cervical vertebrae. The procedure.
No, dude. No, I want the real dude. Where's he at?
In ancient China, when one's neck grew stiff or burdened with pain.
I hate when people just remix people's stuff. I mean, I think we're just gonna, yeah, because you got to hear traditional. You got to hear how these guys are like. Oh.
This is a traditional Chinese spinal therapy used to relieve pressure on the.
I'm not gonna let you. So pretty much, this guy cranks on somebody. I think I need this, dude. That's how. Oh, maybe not. Because that's, well, I don't know. Maybe I do. Well, anyhow, I'm at that point where I was kind of like, oh my God, this looks way too extreme. But sometimes I'm like, bro, is there someone in America that does that? So I don't have to go fly to China. But I am in so much pain nowadays from this injury that I have, bro. I'm literally considering this. Literally.
Flicked its neck into a suspended claw.
Maybe it's on TikTok. Oh, obviously, probably is. Chinese neck. I don't know. The Chinese neck? Maybe. I had to be logged in. Oh, no. I need to go to videos. I had to be logged in. Oh, you little. Chinese neck man? No, that can't be it. Chinese neck man. What is that dude's name? If I did click on this, what would happen? Oh. No.
Father taught you that you're his little princess, didn't he?
Oh, dude. Yeah. I went to one of those Tony Robbins events. I honestly think that I might even make my own device and just have Erica do it at this point, because I really I try to do it myself. I need that, dude. I do. How come okay, let me try one more place. I gotta share this with you guys, because I know you don't even know what I'm talking about right now. Chinese man neck crank pull. Let's see. Or is there like a way that you can do it to yourself? No, because the next time y'all see me, you won't see me. Because, I mean, there's all these crazy ones, dude. I know the Y strap one. That might be the one that I need to get. Y strap. This might be. I might need to go. I think these guys are in Houston, if I'm not mistaken. Oh my god, 2.8 mil. Wait, but is this like a compilation? A compilation would be nice. Oops, I spelled that wrong. Yeah, here we go.
Take a deep breath in right here. Exhale out.
First of all, that's loud.
Upwards. You gotta relax your shoulders more.
Oh, that feels so good.
That is not. Okay, hold on.
Let's take a deep breath in. Exhale out. I'm gonna push this way. Good. Awesome.
Dude, I need all I want for Christmas is get my shit cracked. Oh, well, not like that though. Hold on. I know that that's a thing. I'm not talking about the TikTok trend. I got cracked last night. Unless that's what they mean. Is that what they're talking about? They got an adjustment from their chiropractor, and so now everybody gets free fries? Yeah, I don't know where. There's a dude from Houston, and he does actually do this. I really need to get this done. Done. Oh. Hey, how come everybody's going crazy about two men kissing on TV? Like, you know, that's been a thing, guys. That has been a thing. So 6. I see. I don't need to keep watching that. Are they gonna show it? Jesus, hold the camera still. Da da da. No, I could have sworn it was. I saw that. Should I type it in? If I type it in, though, I don't know what that to be on my. What do you guys want to watch? Two women kiss? Is that what the problem is? I didn't understand. It's like, oh man, we wanted two ladies to kiss. Actually, we don't want to see two dudes kiss. It should be on my feed. I know it was da 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 da. Could I even type that in here? Two men kiss. No, dude, I'm kind of scared to type that in. Actually, I'm thinking about that. I'm too scared to type that in. I know I saw it though. You know, I'm not tripping, but that is a thing. But I'm way too scared to type that in. Because that could be for life. That could be for life. Let me see if I can scroll and maybe it'll pop up because they heard me saying it. No. No, it's not. Oh, what the hell is that? Pokemon balls with gold-plated trading card? Oh, I do remember those. I do remember those. I do remember those. What? All right, I know I just said what I said, but you know what I'm saying? This guy has a video that's almost, let's just call it 10 years old. 10 hours long of a fireplace burning. And he has made $1.248 million. And here I am trying my hardest trying to engage in conversation. Oh, wow. Well, hey, maybe if I just was a fire burning, maybe I could, I don't know. I'm going with that. I really don't. Oh, the Oscars are coming up. Who do you think's going to get slapped this year at the Oscars? Who's going to get humiliation ritual this year in the Oscars? Yeah, they don't have it. I know I saw it somewhere. Maybe it was Facebook that I saw it. MrBeast gained 37.1 billion views in 2025, setting a new personal record. Last year, the channel gained. How is that even possible? There's not even. How many people are in the world? Does anybody know? How many people are in the world? Everybody has a burner account, I guess. 8.266 billion people in the world, but MrBeast got 28.4 billion new people on his channel. Oh no, that's views. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, maybe. Wait, maybe something that literally means that 37 divided by 8. It's wouldn't that be like everybody watching his video 6? Am I tripping here? Let me see real quick. Let me get a good old handy dandy calculator. 37 divided by 8. Yeah, so that means that everybody in the world has watched his videos 4.5 times. Have you guys been watching the same MrBeast videos or all of his videos 4.5 times? Does that not sound and smell a little fishy to you? How is he doing that? How? And again, that's why I'm gonna end up going down the same rabbit hole. Some of us say we trust God, but we still hold on to Plan B like it's insurance. Oh, okay. So, I think I don't know when it was, but last week I was at Target. All right, and I usually mind my own business, and I have no idea if I was on a video or not. But I'm buying groceries at Target, and then this couple behind me just slaps, like pretty loud too, by the way, like slaps Plan B on the conveyor belt. And so it's not because I was looking that it was Plan B, but and it was just one of those weird things too, where I could just tell that they're behind me, but I wasn't really paying attention to what they were buying. Yo, what up, Truth? And when they slapped it on there, I was just like, oh, that's what you're buying. And then I was curious. I was like, okay, well, now I have to see their faces because I need to know who they are. What are they doing? Hey, Truth, how was your New Year's, man? I hope you had a good New Year's. And his phone was to his chest like this. And I'm like, oh, damn, son. They're gonna put me on TikTok. So if you see me looking, like crazy on TikTok because of that, well, they set me up. It was good. Did you stay up till midnight? Did you party hardy till midnight? How many Dr. Peppers do you have, man? I had 2 Dr. Peppers and I think 3 Pepsis. Yo, give me a second. I'll be right back. Give me a second. You stayed up till midnight? Damn, I didn't even stay up till midnight. All right, I asked Erica to see if she would give me some water. Yeah, I didn't even stay up till midnight, son. I only stayed up till 10 o'clock, but I did play Uno. I did win. I'll have you know. I did win. I had under 100 points, so you know. Right now, let me try to call me tomorrow, cuz tonight I'm going to do this, and then today's Eric, my wife's birthday, and then you know what I mean? I'm going to take her out to dinner tonight. We going to celebrate. And I'm going to hop off here in like a little bit too, so I told her I was going to take... That's why I'm an hour early, by the way. I know normally I say I stream at 6, but I showed up an hour early because I wanted to do that. But you know what I do want to know? Oh, yes. Thank you. How did your video do? Let's look it up right now. Let's look it up. 55 views? Are you watching your videos? 55 views, bud. So then that means that your most recent video is about to... It's 2 days... Look at this. Your most recent videos that is 2 days old has surpassed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of your videos that are several months old. Some of them, most of them being 7 months, one of them being 1 month. So let's see. Let's just say that's 6 months, dude. Let's just average it. I'm not even going to add that up. And then the video that you have that's 6 months, it's about to catch up to that one. Dang, already. Yeah. So this is where what I would do if I were you. I know I was helping you out with this. What I would do if I were you. This picture that you have right here, because look, that picture, that thumbnail is it's essentially the same, right? So you did test these. I would say remake this thumbnail right here. Can I highlight this? Nope. Yeah. You see the one that I have highlighted here? Can I even zoom into that? Nope. Okay. This thumbnail that I have highlighted, remake that thumbnail, okay? Make sure that your top line where it says roadblocks, make it that same thing, where it's white on top of red and white on top of green. Scoot that over. Just write N11 Pro, I guess, and then write on the green part, write GPS drone, and then take this picture of this drone, and then you see how you have this little window that you screenshotted there? Put that on there. Also, take off. You see where it says you have the picture of this the bell notification and subscribe. Take that off because it's hard to see. So just remove that. And then the special guest stuff, remove that as well. And then try to see what it does then. Because I don't have that picture. Well, maybe I could. Let me see. Well, no, I wouldn't be able to do that. Yeah, just go and do that. Because if I were to make the thumbnail for you, I'd need some of those assets. So, does that make sense? If it does, let me know. If it doesn't, well, I'll re-explain it. And then update that thumbnail. Because I think if you redid the thumbnail, you'll probably get more views. You'll end up getting more views. Because already, well, again, we'd have to look at your analytics, but you'd have to see where your views are coming from. I'm assuming search, which is a good thing. So, but... Damn, what was I saying, though? I forgot. Oh, no. Maddie, you were here. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. That Target run. Anyhow, that was because this Steve Harvey. That's where that story came from. Let me help you understand something. Faith don't kick in until you burn the boats. When God called me, I didn't know how it was going to work. I just knew who told me, and that had to be enough. Damn, Steve Harvey, I would give you a little bit of advice here. If is not a good cliffhanger to click show more. I'm good. I don't need to click more. I don't need to know more. You should have put it a little bit earlier, pal. But yeah, try that. See if that works. Fix that thumbnail. And you might see some results. Let's see. I did a video today. Not doing good. Not doing good. But it's okay. Not a big deal. Well, maybe I need to go and fix it, actually. Let's go to content. Shorts. I don't think the thumbnail really matters, but you can change the thumbnail on your YouTube. Oh, I gotta do it on YouTube mobile. All right, let's go to YouTube mobile real quick. I want to know what love is, and I want you to show me. I want to feel what love is. I know. You're thoroughly impressed. How do I change the thumbnail? I'm going to change the title. And let's see, in an RV. Let's see if that does anything. And you got to play with things. So just so you know, what I just did is right now this is called unassisted birth. And I just named it. To give it more context, unassisted birth in an RV. Let's see what that does. Right now it's 620. Oh, I got to get off here in a little bit. I have 20 views, which is saying that that's typical. I mean, if that is not good. But we'll see if that changes anything and see if I don't know. Hopefully it works. And I want you to show me. Yeah. Oh, I got a new follower. Yo. But the plans for today, Erica wants to go to this restaurant. They serve pizza, so we'll be eating pizza. And that's going to be my night for tonight. Tomorrow is Saturday. Damn, should I live stream tomorrow? Damn, do you want to be consistent or not, Eric? Will I burn out, though? That's the only question. Will I burn out? Will I burn out? I hope I don't. I don't want to burn out. I don't want to burn out. Don't burn out. Don't burn out. Don't. Hopefully I don't. I don't think I will. There's no burning out in my future. Maddie, are you in here? Did you get that? No, you didn't. Oh, no. Maddie, how can I ring you up? Like, zzz. Attention. Zzz. Attention. Zzz. Yo. Zzz. No, I can't. Oh, well. Da 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 da. Ra-pa-pam-pa da da da. Yakka-ga-ga-ga-ga. And I don't know why that song's stuck in my head. I don't know why that song is stuck inside of my head. I'm scrolling. Finally, you're off work. What happened, dude? Why are you at work so late? Leaving work right now. I want to talk to your boss man, actually. I want to talk to the owner, and I want to know why is there a queen leaving work so late? Unless you got a new job, which I don't think you did, but why is this queen? Unless you're actually trying to get hours, which is, are you paid hourly? I don't think you are, actually. I thought you were paid salary. Chumming it up, huh? I sent you a picture on Discord. 12.5 hours? Did somebody die? That was the last time you had to work so many hours was because of a funeral. Who died? Actually, let's look that up today. I want to feel what love is. Let's see. Who passed away today? Oh, No. Did Bill Cosby really die? Or wait, was he already dead? Images. Nah. Did Bill Cosby pass away? No, there's no way, right? Men like him don't die. The good ones don't die. I guess let's just go to TMZ.com. Oh, that's right. I did read about that. Tommy Lee Jones' daughter in a nice ritzy hotel passed away from damn sugar booger. Booger sugar, whatever it's called. Oof. Yeah, she looked rough. Rough. Finding Prince Charming contestant passed away. So, is that who you're making flowers for? Was for Tommy Lee's daughter? I don't know who that is. My Bridget Barton tribute was bad for you? Chaperone. Are these all still people who... Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, we already know those guys passed away. Apparently, we lost a lot of good people in 2025. You are hourly. I thought you always were the manager. What do you mean now? I thought you always were manager. You got manager vibes. No, I didn't change anything. Fuck. You always gave manager vibes. I guess not. I thought, yeah, no, damn, dude. Or maybe you were acting manager and you never got your paper right with that. Damn, that's not cool. Not cool. I really need this guy's number. Should I put in a Google review? 1 star because a queen like Maddie should be getting paid, first of all, salary, and she should have been a manager since day 1. I should do that. We should make a community of friends who help each other out through Google reviews. Wait, but you were telling people what to do and stuff, I thought. Oh, I'm going to have to hop off here in a little bit. And by a little bit, I mean I'm going to have to do a sign off. Okay. Today's my wife's birthday, and we're going to go celebrate her birthday. I did an hour and 17 minutes. That's not bad. Goodbye, my friend. I must go for dinner now. So yeah, same here. That's what I'm doing. Hey, check your Discord, all right? Check your Discord. And I'll talk to you TTYL, all right? I'll try to see if I can come on tomorrow morning.